seen spring baskets, but this one has a bunny hiding inside your gift. And this adorable basket is filled with easy, semi-homemade spring treats and a tea towel craft that turns into the cutest bunny gift, perfect for a friend, neighbor, or just for fun. And that's not all. Stick around because I'm sharing a spring simmer pot recipe, my favorite spring reads, and even the best free apps to watch spring movies. Yes, totally free. Plus a quick peek at my simple spring decor that's easy to recreate at home. And everything in this video was made to help you feel the season without spending a lot or stressing out. So let's hop into it. Now let's make my Easter funfetti chessmen cookies. These are such a cute little spring treat, and they look like something you'd buy at a boutique bakery, but they're so simple. I start by laying out all the cookies from the bag onto a sheet of parchment paper. I use the entire bag for this, so everything's ready for dipping. And then next, I grab a bowl and pour in all my Easter sprinkles, pastel jimmies, bunny shapes, anything festive and springy. That way they're ready to go when I need them. Then I take my container of funfetti vanilla frosting and scoop the whole thing into a microwave-safe bowl using my favorite little mini spatula. This tool is honestly the best. Pop that frosting in the microwave for about 15 seconds to soften it. You want it smooth and dippable, but not too runny. Just heat it in short bursts until it's easy to work with. Now take each chessmen cookie and dip just 1/2 into the warm frosting. Then, while the frosting is still soft, sprinkle the toppings right on by hand. I like to do each one individually so they look really cute and evenly decorated. Once they're all dipped and sprinkled, I place them right back onto the parchment paper and then into the freezer. About 10 to 15 minutes is perfect. It firms up the frosting so they're ready to package and gift. These are so fun for Easter or spring get-togethers, and they look like you spent way more time on them than you actually did. All right, let's make another sweet treat for our spring basket. These mini chocolate Easter cups. They taste just like a Reese's, but they're homemade and totally adorable. I'm using a mini muffin tin and these cute little Easter cupcake liners that I found at my local independent Debbie's dollar store. They were too cute to pass up. And then next, I melted a full bag of chocolate morsels in the microwave. Start with 30 seconds, then go in 15-second bursts until it's smooth and pourable. Once the chocolate's ready, I use a teaspoon to drop a little bit into the bottom of each cupcake liner. I didn't have a full bag for this batch, so I ended up making about 12 cups, and they're the perfect size. Then I added a small dollop of peanut butter right on top of the chocolate base, and finished by covering each one with more melted chocolate. To make them extra festive, I used some of the leftover sprinkles from my cookie recipe and sprinkled a little on top of each cup. They add such a cute springtime touch. Once everything's filled and topped, I pop the muffin tin into the fridge to let the chocolate set. About 30 minutes does the trick. When they come out, they're firm, delicious, and ready to package. But before we do that, we're going to make one more thing to finish off this sweet little gift. Okay, let's finish off our treat basket with one of my favorite semi-homemade recipes, these blueberry scones made from a simple muffin mix. I used the Trader Joe's blueberry muffin mix for this one, and they turn out so delicious every time. I started by preheating the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And I lined a baking sheet with parchment paper so it's all ready to go. Then I got all of my ingredients measured out and ready in front of me. It just makes things so much easier when you're assembling. Once the muffin mix was in the bowl, I soaked the blueberries that came with it, drained them, and added them in too. Then I cut in some cold butter with a pastry cutter or a fork until the mixture looked nice and crumbly. To that, I added 1/2 cup of heavy cream. You could also use buttermilk if you have it on hand, plus a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I also added 1 egg because I personally like a more cakey scone texture. If you prefer a more traditional scone, you can definitely skip the egg. Give everything a good stir until a dough forms. Then you're going to sprinkle a little flour on your counter or board, and drop the dough onto it. Shape the dough into a circle about 3/4 of an inch thick. Place that right onto your prepared baking sheet and cut the dough into 6 to 8 wedges. Make sure to separate them a bit on the pan because they'll spread and rise a little in the oven. Bake according to the package instructions, usually around 15 to 20 minutes. Then you're going to let them cool slightly. While they're still a little warm, I like to make a simple powdered sugar drizzle to go right over the top. It adds a little sweetness and makes them look extra special. The full recipe and drizzle instructions are in the description below, so be sure to check that out. Let's make the cutest little bunny tea towel gift to tuck into our treat basket. Start by folding your tea towel into a square, then turn it diagonally. From one corner, begin rolling it all the way down until you reach the end. You're going to fold the rolled towel in half so both ends meet at the top. Now, take some twine or ribbon and tie it about 2 inches down from the fold. This creates the bunny ears. You'll see there's a little opening at the bottom, and that's where we'll tuck in a plastic egg. Before filling the egg with candy, use a permanent marker to draw a sweet little bunny face on the front. Let it dry, pop in some treats, and then gently push the egg into the opening at the base of the towel. It turns into this adorable bunny-shaped gift that's perfect for spring baskets, and honestly, it looks like something you'd find at a boutique. I've seen versions of this all over Pinterest and crafty blogs lately, so I had to try it myself, and now I totally get why it's so popular. Now that our treats are made and our bunny tea towel craft is done, it's time to package everything up and build our spring basket. I started with these cute treat bags that I found at Walmart. They have a nice flat bottom, which makes them perfect for standing up in a basket. And I added a few of our Chessman cookies to one of the bags, then tied it closed with the little twist ties that came with it. Super easy. Next, I used clear, skinny treat bags for the mini chocolate spring cups. I added 3 treats, one at a time, and between each one, I tied a little piece of ribbon. I used Dollar Tree ribbon for this and cut the ends diagonally. It just adds that fun little extra touch when it's all stacked in the bag. For the scones, I kept it simple and added one to a clear treat bag, tied it off, and then placed that whole bag inside a carrot-themed treat bag that I found at the Dollar Tree. I loved the colors and thought it made the perfect little wrapper for this homemade goodie moment. And for the basket itself, I used a pretty pink flower pot as my base. I filled it with some brown crinkle paper to help everything stand up, then tucked in each treat one by one until it looked just right. I also folded in the bunny tea towel gift and tucked in a couple of green tea bags for a little extra something. Now it's ready to be gifted to a neighbor, a friend, or a sweet family member this spring or Easter. I really love how quickly this came together. Everything was semi-homemade, and the one craft was so easy to pull off. What do you think? Would you try something like this for your own gifting? Now we're doing one of my favorite things, creating a spring simmer pot. I love simmer pots any time of year, but I really wanted something fresh and seasonal for spring, and this one did not disappoint. Start by pouring about 4 cups of water into your pot, then add in a few sprigs of rosemary. It gives a nice herbal, earthy balance to the whole thing. Next, I cut up some fresh mint using my kitchen scissors for a crisp, refreshing note. It smells amazing right away. Then you're going to slice up half of a large orange and add that in for a sweet, citrusy scent. I also tossed in a few fresh or frozen strawberries, about 3 or 4, just to give it a soft, fruity undertone that's so lovely this time of year. Now you'll slice up a lemon and add that too. It brightens the whole thing with that clean, zesty aroma. To bring it all together, I added about a teaspoon of vanilla extract for a warm, cozy base note. You could also use a few drops of essential oils like lavender, orange, or eucalyptus if you'd like to customize it. And if you want to switch it up even more, you could add cinnamon sticks, dried rose petals, whatever you love. Let it come to a simmer on the stove and keep an eye on the water level throughout the day. Just top it off as needed. The whole house smells so good when this is going, and it really makes it feel like spring inside. It's such an easy way to bring the season in without buying a thing. Just use what you have on hand. After setting the mood with my simmer pot and spring treats, I love ending the day with a cozy movie. And this season, I've been leaning into feel-good films with heart, gentle stories that remind us of hope, kindness, and fresh starts. Whether you're watching with a loved one, a grandchild, or just wrapped up in a soft blanket, here are a few of my favorite springtime movie picks. Let's start with Miss Potter. This one is just lovely for spring. It tells the story of Beatrix Potter, yes, the creator of The Tale of Peter Rabbit, and how she brought her beautiful imagination to life in a world that didn't always know what to do with it. The scenery feels like a painting with soft countryside views and cozy cottage charm. It's gentle, inspiring, and gives you that quiet kind of magic that feels like walking through a spring meadow, just so peaceful and heartwarming. Next is Charlotte's Web, the 2006 version. And oh, this one is such a sweet classic. It's a gentle story about friendship, kindness, and believing in someone even when no one else does. The soft farm setting, the animals, the blooming trees, it all just feels like springtime wrapped in a story. It has that comforting, familiar feeling that takes you right back to childhood, and it reminds you of the beauty in simple moments. It's streaming free right now on Pluto TV and Tubi, so it's easy to watch and totally worth it. Now, if you want something that feels like pure spring joy, you can't go wrong with The Sound of Music Sing-Along Edition. The hills, the blooming trees, the music, it's all so cheerful and beautiful. The songs are ones we've known for years, and there's just something about singing along, whether out loud or quietly with your tea, that lifts your mood. It's perfect for a cozy afternoon when you want to feel good, smile, and maybe hum a little. You can even stream it free on YouTube Movies, sometimes with ads. It's a classic that never gets old and just feels like spring. And finally, Pollyanna. This one just feels like spring. Blooming trees, lemonade on the porch, and that warm, sunshiny feeling from start to finish. It's one of those classic Disney movies that reminds you to look for the good in everything, even the hard stuff. The pace is gentle, the setting is beautiful, and it leaves you feeling a little lighter, a little more hopeful. It's streaming on Disney Plus if you're ready for something wholesome, heartwarming, and perfect for a quiet afternoon at home. Every one of these films brings a little spring into your soul. Some with blooming gardens, others with music, nostalgia, or stories that just lift you up. I hope that they give you something to relax into this season. And if you've seen one or plan to, let me know. Now, I know a lot of us are trying to keep things simple and budget friendly, so I wanted to mention where you can actually watch some of these movies without paying a thing. I use a few free streaming apps. My favorites are Tubi, Pluto TV, and Freevee. I also use YouTube Movies, which are free as well. You can download them right onto your iPad, tablet, or even your smart TV, and they're totally free. You don't need to sign up or pay. You'll just see a few commercials, kind of like old school TV. And if you've never used them before, don't worry, it's easy. Just go to your app store, search for the name of the app, Tubi, Pluto TV, or Freevee, and tap download. And once it's on your device, open it up, and you can search for movies right from the home screen. I've found some real gems in there. Now, Pollyanna is the only one that's on Disney Plus. So if you already have that one, it's a great time to revisit this classic. It's full of spring sunshine and sweet life lessons, and honestly, worth it if you already enjoy Disney movies or grandkid-friendly shows. All right, now that we're all cozy and the movies are picked out, I'm going to share the 3 books that I've got on my spring reading tray. I haven't finished them yet, but I'm really excited about each one. And I think you'll love the stories and the characters too. So I wanted to share the 3 books that are on my spring reading list this year, and I'm really excited about these. I wanted to share a bit about each so that you can see if they might be a good fit for your reading list too. So this first book I have already started, and it's proving to be a really fun read and one that I can't put down. It was recommended to me at a bookstore that I went to in the winter with my husband, and all of the staff there highly recommended this one. So this first book is called First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. And this story features Aidan Valentine, the host of Baltimore's Romance Hotline, who's secretly lost faith in love. And everything changes when a young girl calls his show seeking dating advice for her mom, Lucy Stone, a dedicated mechanic and single mother. This unexpected call thrusts Aidan and his show into the spotlight, leading to a heartwarming and humorous journey as Lucy navigates newfound attention and questions about her happiness. It's a cozy, Sleepless in Seattle inspired romance that promises to be entertaining and uplifting, and I'm already finding that that's exactly true. Next, I have Butter Sugar Magic by Jessica Rosenberg. And this novel follows Cassie, a newly divorced single mom who unexpectedly inherits a fully stocked bakery and a beautifully furnished apartment from a great aunt that she never knew existed. As Cassie and her daughter move to this new town, they discover that the bakery and perhaps the town itself holds magical secrets. It's a story about embracing midlife transformation, self-discovery, and the enchanting surprises that life can offer. Perfect for those who enjoy a blend of contemporary women's fiction with a touch of magic. And I know that I love a lot of magical books, and I'm always looking for books that have to do with like bakeries or coffee or things like that. It just always feels really cozy when you read a book like this. So I'm really anxious to read this one. If you've already read this one, let me know in the comments below. Or if you're interested in this, I highly recommend this. And it's a series as well. So there's several books that come after this one. So if you like this one, you can continue on reading more of these types of books. And lastly, I have The Rainfall Market by Yu Young Gwang, a Korean novel that introduces us to Saren, a young woman feeling trapped in her mundane and challenging life. And she learns about the mysterious Rainfall Market, a place that appears on the first day of the monsoon season, offering visitors the chance to choose a new life. Upon receiving an invitation, Saren enters the market accompanied by a magical cat named Isha and explores various possibilities for her future. It's a whimsical and thought-provoking tale that delves into themes of self-worth, choices, and the pursuit of happiness. And that's really kind of what drew me to this book, were all those kinds of things that we're all trying to do in our own lives, as well as the pursuit of happiness. And so I'm really excited about reading this. It's not a very long book. And I know that she probably has some other books if you're interested in this author once you read this one. Now let's take a little walk through my spring home. I don't usually do a lot of decorating, just a few subtle touches to make things feel fresh and homey. Most of what you'll see can carry me right into the summer, so I don't have to buy anything new. I invite you to just relax, take a breath, and enjoy the soft reset that spring brings. It's a season of new beginnings, and we all need that from time to time. Well, friends, I hope this spring basket idea and bunny tea towel gift got you feeling crafty and inspired. And if you try any of these semi-homemade treats or make your own version of this little spring basket, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Seriously, tell me what you're making or gifting this season. And if you want more budget-friendly spring ideas like cozy simmer pots and seasonal book recommendations and easy spring decor, don't forget to subscribe. I share all kinds of fun, simple ways to celebrate life's little moments without spending a ton. Thanks for spending a little springtime with me today. Now go make something cute and share it with someone you love. I'll see you next Wednesday with more ideas to bring the season into your home, one happy little project at a time. Hey friends, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you found some fun and budget-friendly ideas to bring into your home. A special shout out to all my subscribers. You guys are amazing. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss a video. I post weekly with more home decor, party planning, and DIY goodness. Also, check out my shop at Grin and Print on Etsy. I've got some fun games, printables, and party supplies that I know you'll love. Thanks again for all your support, and I'll see you in the next video.